everyone, welcome back to our One Step podcast series. අපේ මේ podcast එකේදී අද අපි කතා කරන්නේ future perfect continuous tense එක ගැන. මේ ඉස්සෙල්ලා කරපු podcast වලදී අපි future tense එකට අදාළව future perfect tense, future simple tense සහ future continuous tense එක ගැන කතා කරා. ඉංග්‍රීසි භාෂාවේ මේ ව්‍යාකරණ යටතේ එන මේ tenses ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් වර්ග තුනකට බෙදනවා. future tense, present tense සහ past tense කියලා. lesson එකට යන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා මතක් කරන්න ඕන. අපේ one step home page එකේ startup course එක යටතේ අපි මේ future perfect continuous tense එකට අදාළව ඔක්කොම study materials publish කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒවා refer කරන ගමන් මේ podcast එකට අහුම්කම් දෙන්න. In the English language, we have divided the tenses into three main sections such as future tense, present tense and past tense. And those three main sections again divide into 12 subsections. And in this podcast, we will be talking about the future perfect continuous tense. In our previous podcast, we talked about future perfect tense. So before we go into the lesson, I would like to remind you all to visit our One Step homepage. And under there in the startup course, we have provided all the study materials related to this future perfect continuous tense lesson. So while you are referring them, please listen to this podcast to get a good understanding. So in this podcast, we will be discussing what and how we can use the future perfect continuous tense in sentences. So first of all, let us look at the subject format of the future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense එක අපි වාක්‍යවල භාවිතා කරනකොට එන sentence structure එක නැත්නම් වාක්‍ය ව්‍යුහය කොහොමද කියලා අපි දැන් බලමු. sentence එකකදී future perfect continuous tense එක අපි යොදා ගන්නකොට මුලින්ම අපි යොදන්නේ subject එක. ඊට පස්සේ අපි ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් යොදනවා will have been කියන වචන තුන. අන්තිමට අපි ඒ sentence එකේ යොදා ගන්න ප්‍රධාන ක්‍රියාපදයේ present participle format එක යොදා ගන්න. I will have been working. In this sentence, I is the subject. Then we use will have been to indicate that we have used the future perfect continuous tense. And then lastly, we use the present participle of the verb work, which is working. If you look at another example, you will have been working. Here you is the subject. Then we use will have been. And finally we use working as the main verb in the future, in the present participle format. So why do we use this future perfect continuous tense? It talks about an action that will have started in the future and it will have continued for a period of time, and it will also be in progress in the future, either before a specific moment or before another action takes place. මේ future perfect continuous tense එක අපි යොදාගන්නේ අනාගතයේ මොහොතක් දක්වා ඉදිරියට යන ක්‍රියා විස්තර කිරීමට. මේ අනාගතයේදී ආරම්භ වන ක්‍රියාවක් ගැන කතා කරන අතර ඒ යම් කාලයක් සඳහා අඛණ්ඩව පවතිනවා. ඒ අනාගතයේදීද නිශ්චිත මොහොතකට පෙර හෝ වෙනත් ක්‍රියාවක් සිදුවීමට පෙර ඒ අඛණ්ඩව සිදුවන ක්‍රියා ගැන තමයි අපි කතා කරන්නේ future perfect continuous tense එක භාවිතා කරලා. She will have been dancing in the studio for several hours by this time tomorrow. They will have been cooking meals for a long time by 4 o'clock next Tuesday. In these sentences, the actions that we talk about occur before a specific moment. යම් නිශ්චිත මොහොතකට පෙර සිදුවන ක්‍රියා ගැන තමයි අපි මේ examples වලින් කතා කරන්නේ. If there's a second action, as the examples that we are going to talk next, that action will be in the present simple tense. අපි future perfect continuous tense එක භාවිතා කළ වාක්‍ය හදනකොට ඒ වාක්‍යයේ දෙවන ක්‍රියාවක් තියෙනවා නම් ඒ ක්‍රියාව අපි විස්තර කරන්න යොදාගන්නේ present simple tense එක. We will have been cleaning the house all day by the time the guests arrive. මේ sentence එකේ future perfect continuous tense එක අපි යොදාගෙන තියෙන්නේ we will have been cleaning the house කියන කොටසට. by the time the guests arrive කියන කොටසේ අපි යොදාගෙන තියෙන්නේ present simple tense එක. The children will have been playing through the afternoon by the time their parents call them home. මේ sentence එකේ future perfect continuous tense එක අපි යොදාගෙන තියෙන්නේ the children will have been playing කියන කොටසට. අපි present simple tense එක යොදාගෙන තියෙන්නේ by the time their parents call them home. එතකොට අපි යොදාගන්න දෙවෙනි අපි විස්තර කරන දෙවෙනි ක්‍රියාව තියෙන්න ඕන present simple tense එකේ. With this tense, to express the timelines, we use words like by this time, by this year, by midnight, by tomorrow. These words are used to express actions that will have been continuing at a specific time. නිශ්චිත වෙලාවකදී සිදුවෙමින් පවතින ක්‍රියා විස්තර කරන තමයි අපි මේ expressions භාවිතා කරන්නේ. By this time tomorrow, I will have been cleaning the house. For some time, for 15 years, for a long time. These terms are used to express actions that continue for a period of time. By next year, they will have been married for 15 years. යම්කිසි කාල පරිච්ඡේදයක් පුරාවට සිදුවෙමින් පවතින ක්‍රියා ගැන විස්තර කරන්න තමයි අපි මේ for some time, for 15 years, for a long time වගේ expressions භාවිතා කරන්නේ. දැන් මේ future perfect continuous tense එක භාවිතා කරනකොට අපි සැලකිල්ලට ගත යුතු කරුණු කිහිපයක් ගැන දැන් අපි බලමු. Like in future continuous tense, we can't use this tense with most of the stative verbs. අපි මේ ඉස්සෙල්ලා කතා කරපු podcast එකේ stative verbs කියන්නේ මොනවද කියලා අපි කතා කරා. Stative words යටතේ එන්නේ thoughts, feelings, cause, senses වගේ දේවල් විස්තර කරන්න භාවිතා කරන ක්‍රියාපද stative verbs. Love, hate, believe වගේ words තමයි stative verbs වලට examples. He will have been belonging to the gang for a long time. මේ sentence එක වැරදි. මොකද මෙතන belonging කියන verb එක stative verb එකක්. ඒක අපිට continuous tense එකේ නැත්නම් belonging කියලා අගට ing format එක add කරලා verb එක තියන්න බෑ. මොකද stative verbs continuous format එකෙන් තියන්නේ නැහැ අපි. එතකොට මේ sentence එකේ correct version එක තමයි He will have belonged to the gang for a long time. By next year, we will have been knowing their family for 30 years. මෙතනදිද knowing කියලා අපිට යොදා ගන්න බෑ මොකද know කියන එක stative verb එක. ඒක අපිට continuous format එකෙන් තියන්න බෑ. By next year, we will have known their family for 30 years. මේ future perfect continuous tense එක යොදාගෙන වාක්‍ය සාදනකොට වඩාත් සම්පූර්ණ වාක්‍යයක් ලබා ගැනීමට අපි නිශ්චිත වේලාවක් හෝ වෙනත් ක්‍රියාවක් ඇතුළත් කරන්න ඕන. To make the sentence look more complete or to make sense for the reader or listener, with this tense we have to enter a specific time or another action. I will have been studying here for 3 years. This sentence is correct because we have not indicated either a specific time or another action for this sentence to be complete. By November, I will have been studying here for 3 years. There can be an exception to this point if a question is being asked. අපි ප්‍රශ්නයක් සාදනකොට විතරක් මේ කරුණ වෙනස් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. How long will you have been studying here by the time you graduate? Here we do not have to indicate a specific time or another action for the question to be complete. And if you answer this question, it will come as I will have been studying here for 3 years. Now let us look at some sentences with another action to make the sentence complete. We will have been cleaning the room for hours. මේ sentence එක වැරදි. කොහොමද මේ sentence එක සම්පූර්ණ වෙන තව ක්‍රියාවක් තියෙන්න ඕන මේ sentence එකේ. By the time our parents arrive, we will have been cleaning the room. Future perfect continuous tense එකේ යොදාගෙන positive sentences, negative sentences සහ questions සාදන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා. ඒ section එකට යන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා මතක් කරන්න ඕන අපේ one step home page එකේ startup course එක යටතේ අපි මේ future perfect continuous tense එකට අදාළ lessons ඔක්කොම publish කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒව refer කරන ගමන් මේ podcast එකට අහුම්කම් දෙන්න. So now let us look at how to form positive sentences using future perfect continuous tense. I will have been doing my homework. You will have been cleaning the room. They will have been visiting the resort. He, she or it will have been flying. Next, let us look at how to form negative sentences using future perfect continuous tense. ඍණාත්මක අදහසක් දෙන වාක්‍ය සාධාරණ කොහොමද කියලා අපි දැන් බලමු. I will not have been doing my homework. You will not have been cleaning the room. They will not have been visiting the resort. He, she or it will not have been flying. Next, let us look at how to form positive interrogatives or positive questions. Will I have been doing my homework? Will you have been cleaning the room? Will they have been visiting the resort? Will he, she or it have been flying? Finally, let us look at how to form negative questions using this tense. Will I not have been doing my homework? And the abbreviated form of that sentence is, won't I have been doing my homework? Will you not have been cleaning the room? The abbreviated form is, won't you have been cleaning the room? Will they not have been visiting the resort? And the abbreviated form is, won't they have been visiting the resort? Will he, she or it not have been flying? And the abbreviated form of that is, won't he, she or it have been flying? Now let us look at the contracted or the abbreviated form of positive sentences. I will have been will turn into I'll have been. You will have been will turn into you'll have been. They will have been turns into they'll have been. He, she or it will have been turns into he'll have been. The negative form contraction goes as I will not have been turns into I won't have been. You will not have been turns into you won't have been. They will not have been turns into they won't have been. He, she or it will not have been turns into he, she or it won't have been. And with that, we have come to the end of this podcast. Before we wind up, I would like to remind all of you to visit our one-step homepage. And under there in the startup course, we have provided all the study materials related to this podcast. So while you are referring them, please listen to this podcast to get a good understanding of this lesson. Thank you for joining with us. Stay tuned in for more podcasts related to upcoming lessons.